is a story you're going to want to hear, a touching tribute on this Mother's Day. It's been 1 year since Navy SEAL Charles Keating died serving in Iraq and fighting against ISIS. But his mom is keeping his memory alive with a new children's book. It's the story of a little boy with a big heart. Joining me now is Gold Star mom and author of the new book, Big Hearted Charlie Runs the Mile, Krista Keating Joseph. Krista, we've had a lot of great guests on this morning, but you're the best of them. Happy Mother's Day. I know this has got to be a heavy day for you. Just a year ago, you lost your son, a Navy SEAL, fighting in Iraq. Tell us about him.
Thanks, Pete, for having me on. I really wanted to tell this story and have the youth of our country remember him, and that's why when he died, after all the grief goes away, well, it doesn't go away, but you start learning how to cope with it. And I found my pictures that my mother and I had put into a book and had never published, and my son always wanted me to publish it. And so I said, well, now's the time.
It's an amazing story of perseverance, both he and you. His service. Tell us a little bit about his time in uniform, if you would.
His time in uniform, he was in Iraq twice. He was in Afghanistan, and his final mission was in Iraq.
I think about men like him who bore the brunt of this fight for 15 years, deploying multiple times to hot spots around the world. Most Americans checked out on it, and I know so many Gold Star mothers like you who then come home and carry on the message of these brave men and women. Tell us about this book and the message it entails and the story it tells about your young son.
Well, it tells about a little boy who's very small, and that's how Charlie was in high school when he was a freshman, and he had to run against boys that have already matured in junior and senior year, and he would try really hard. And, you know, if you get last or you aren't successful, it shows how instead of just quitting, that he really tried and worked harder for his goal. And eventually he reaches his goal, and then he decides to try to take his talent not only to IU College, but also on to become a Navy SEAL. And that's really the story. And it has a happy ending. The only clue in the book that you would know something happened to Charlie is that in the back it says, I'm a Gold Star mom. So that parents don't have to say, you know, that what happened to Charlie.
What a powerful story of perseverance, though. I mean, you said you took him on his first run in second grade?
Yes. Well, I went and did a 5K, and he was second grade, and he really wanted to do it with me. And I said, okay, you know, let me put the number on, and whenever you need to walk, just tell me, and we'll walk. And he never walked. And then I realized he had a talent. And I think that's really important for parents to find their children's talent because it changed his life.
I know a lot of second graders. I don't know many that could run a 5K, so impressive for sure. And this is a book he wanted you to publish, something he had talked about before. Can you hear me? Sorry if you didn't hear that. This book,
I can't. Sorry.
Can you hear? If you can hear me now, this was a book he wanted to see you publish, right?
Yes, he did. Although when I was making it, I never thought I'd publish it when he's not here. And it's weird. It's strange. The really amazing thing is the few books that I've already sold, I've had people writing me beautiful notes and sending me videos of their children. As soon as they read it, they're running around the house and running around their backyard. And then there's comments about their kids and pictures of all their children reading books. It's just been so wonderful for me, especially on Mother's Day, to get these messages from people who bought the book.
It truly is a story of mothers, because I believe the book was also illustrated by your mother, right?
Yes, and I'd love to tell her Happy Mother's Day because she's in Arizona and can't be here, but she did a wonderful job, and I'm so proud of her.
Well, it's such an inspiring message, exactly what America needs to hear today. And what would your message be to all those mothers out there as someone who has given so much, including your son?
Well, I would just say really never forget those mothers who are deployed as well as their spouses that are deployed, because today is kind of a tough day for everybody. But if you're inspired by something, just follow your dreams. And I really wanted to get Charlie's story to continue, because every time a book sells, it's like he's still alive.
Absolutely. Well, Charlie Keating, Navy SEAL, killed in Iraq on May 3rd, 2016, a year ago. His mother, Krista Keating Joseph, carries on his story this morning. The book is called Big Hearted Charlie Runs the Mile. I have a feeling, Krista, you're going to sell a few more of them, and we certainly hope so. Folks can go to our website for a link to the book. Krista, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.